Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Team Double Dragon. That's right. Here we are playing another great game. Real hit on Steam and with nerds everywhere. This is, of course, Factorio, a game about making a Factorio just for yourself. And we've played this before, but now we're playing it with lots of mods, and it's crazy, and we're both confused. And hold me.
Oh, God, it is bad, isn't it? And also, that's the last bit of, sane conversation you're going to hear out of us.
Yeah, the rest of it will just be inane Lego talking, and we'll probably end up talking about Dre a lot as well.
Gibberish.
It's like my go-to Lego talk these days.
From here on out. Yeah, I hope you guys are ready for that. So I've got to do a lot of stuff. So I did a little bit of research in the break.
Right.
I found out that basically you don't even have to use these smelteries and systems anymore.
Oh, right.
You can use there's a mod which adds like a blast furnace and converts iron into sort of molten iron. Okay.
Right, but we need. Oh, and what do you do with the molten iron? Make it into plates.
You could make that into ingots and things in a casting machine.
So it's just like a floppy melted piece of iron that you then shape into a plate with like a machine that
you have to pump the molten iron out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's complicated, but but it needs us to have a sorting system in place first of all.
Right, okay.
Which we can do fairly easily using... they don't have smart inserters, however. They have filter inserters. Okay?
Okay.
So there are filter inserters, and they are somewhere.
I think we have to research those, though.
But they will do. Yeah, they need to be researched. I can't quite remember where they are, but they're not that difficult to get. I think they're only either red or... So yeah, this is
just red, I think, for those.
This is the one. Metallurgy is the one which is the blast furnace.
Okay.
So I'll get that going first, and then
I'll
get
I got a couple of vials of the WMD coming up as well. I can put it in there.
Okay. What's the WMD?
It's it's a type of it's like a brand name for drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever watch The Wire?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, remember they were like, we're going to call this, it was just crack, but they were like, we're just going to call this WMD because it's like the bomb.
I vaguely do remember that, yes, actually.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna run the copper up here, and I'm gonna start making red science files up here. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
It's gonna be a little bit of a pain because
Whoa, shit! You put 24 vials in this thing. Good job.
Yeah, I need. Well, I'm not making them in a machine at the moment, so I need to just get the science file machine going. That's like seriously like level 1 standard stuff, but because I've been neglectful of my duties.
Wow, we're gonna need a lot of vials for Metallurgy 1. Look at how slow it's going. We got 2 of these things pumping out the science now.
Well, if you want, what you can do is you can create some more labs, and we can put more labs down.
Yeah, no, I've done. I created one more lab, but yeah, I guess we want to like have a lab area, don't we?
Yeah. And what we can actually do is, if we pump into the first lab, you can now pump in and out of labs. So we can actually just pump all of our red science files into that first lab and have them kind of go up in a chain. But we are going to need to make everything, like I said before, we're going to need to make everything in a machine. We need to make a machine that makes assembly machines, for example. We need to make a factory that makes factories.
Right.
Because we're going to need a lot of all of these things eventually.
Okay.
We will. In fact, one of the science files, I think, even needs assembly machines in it.
Right, okay.
Which sounds crazy, I know, but it's true. So that will have to be rigged up at some point.
We're going to have to rig it?
Yes, or dig it.
That was a good one. Okay, well, fine. I set up like the little science area up here, and I will continue to create sciencey areas. So we'll get like at least... I think we're pretty close to manufacturing the red stuff, right?
Yeah, it's here. Look, I'm making it right.
Like we got pretty much everything that we need, right? So
I think we'll bring... Yeah, so we'll bring... Here you go. So you can take the reds off of this belt when I've done them. Okay. And so I'm still making inserters manually because they require level 2 assemblers to do. So, but that is something we're going to have to need to do. We can get level 2 assemblers, I think, with just the red science as well. Right. Okay. Because I think you have to have the level 2 science Don't worry, it's fine. It's all under control.
So we're building tracks, but we're not building any inserters, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
No. But we will. So
Gotcha.
Yeah. Trust.
I'm filled with trust.
So what I really want to do is build expandability. Okay. So I want to kind of have the ability. So say, for example, we need more red science file production. Okay. I can just add it. We'll leave where your labs are now. We'll leave that for now. But basically, what I would like to do, for example, would be just if for example we need more of these, we add more like this. You see, I mean, we just keep going up.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, what we can do is we can just make better assembling machines, and that will do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the alternative. Yeah, don't worry, it's all under control.
Well, I'm a little bit worried, but I feel better now that you've said don't worry, in a reassuring manner.
So yeah, you can make I think you want to make a few more labs if you can. Look, we're already out science filing these labs, so I keep cranking them out. We're going to need like a ton of labs.
Them. Yeah, no, we want to be all technified.
Mm-hmm.
Super teched.
Fully technified.
Teched right out.
So we've got cogs, we got copper plates, we got iron plates.
Yeah.
Now I feel like there's two sides to this factory. Okay, well, there's three sides actually. The first side is the supply. Okay, which is the mining, the delivery to the smelting facilities, the sorting of the stuff, the turning that stuff into raw goods, and the applying of that to the belts. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the belts are running through the factory, and then there's the things that get made, right? So there's the machines.
Yes.
All of these assembly machines which make circuit boards and conveyor belts and science files and all that shit going to the labs.
Yeah.
There is obviously also the power section, which is a separate section entirely, which I'm going to leave you in charge of.
Yeah, I can do power. I can do that.
And there is also the defense section, which is building walls and but basically that has to have a section in the fact. So that I will build that.
Actually,
I will build a machine that makes gun turrets and things like that.
Power we're already running out of again, if you can believe that.
Well, it's now we've got a lot more assembly machines and a lot of these labs are cranking out, sucking up power.
Yeah,
so,
cranking.
So
cranking hard.
So the first thing I think we're probably going to require fairly soon, I would guess, is a coal line running back to the steam engines, because I think that's always going to be a requirement.
I've got that. It's done.
Have you? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we
can just add more capacity whenever we want to the.
Yeah. I'll go do it. I'll go do that as my next job. I'll just finish this last lab. We got 8 labs now.
So yeah, you're going to have to do power, and I think that means eventually nuclear power.
But
like a bit of everything. So for example, I think we're probably going to end up needing to build a plant that builds solar panels. So there's a possibility that you're going to have to apply loads of those. I know there's also these things in the mod which let you put down like a big lot of accumulators in one, so they don't take up like a huge accumulator array. You can just have a big concentrated capacitor, which I think is a little bit dangerous, but not that bad. So the other thing we need to rig up is the sorting, the better refining and smelting facility, because currently it's a bit bottlenecked by all this stone coming in here and fucking it over. But that will be a relatively straightforward task.
We want to show the world that in this game we can be so efficient and meticulous and stuff that actually in the real world, if for some strange reason we ever did inherit Amazon, we could run it. Yeah. Really well.
Or at least, but then again, by the time we inherit Amazon, it will be completely run by machines, right? I mean, it's basically all 90%, 99% run by machines already, right?
Well, and, so is our factory, so there's that.
This is true. We don't
really have to do anything manually anymore, except for occasionally make a couple of things.
Yeah, well, manually. I mean, we're doing a little bit manually, but I mean,
yeah, just a tiny little
until
bit.
we get on top of everything. Is that so?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I'm just making sure I've got lots of stone bricks. I've got about 1,000 stone bricks just kind of chilling out. So I think you can use this to build stone path. I wonder if I can just apply it. Oh, I can. So I can actually start putting down some stone paths already. Would you like me to do stone paths?
If you feel like that's a good thing that you would like to do, yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah, I'll do that. And I think, so the electronics is where we get the filter inserters. They do need basic electronic boards, which need some basic electronic components,
right,
which need some solder, which need solder plates, which need tin and lead. So in order to get filtering up and running, we are going to need to have solder, which is tricky.
Right.
Which is very tricky, but very doable. Okay? Very doable.
Okay, sure.
It is doable.
All right.
And we need
like
rubber
the sound
too.
of that.
Where do we get rubber from, do you think? Oh, and carbon.
Man, honestly, I don't know where you would get rubber from, though. That's the only thing. Like, I'm guessing you get it from a tree, but you think that that's plausible?
Rubber from a. It is plausible, Sips.
That's what happens in Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing in my hood down here?
I'm trying to cut down your.
No, don't.
I'm trying to cut down some of these trees.
Please don't. Just leave it.
But I'm laying paths.
We need the trees to. Oh yeah, that looks cool. Actually, I like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to lay lots of paths around, so it makes it quicker for you to
Well,
get back
don't
and
worry.
forth.
I can do all that. It's my zone, right? Give me that stuff and let me do it. Come
all right.
on.
Well, it's just stone bricks.
It's my power plant. Okay.
So just apply stone bricks wherever you fancy.
Jeez.
And
Okay, sure. I can do that. I'm trying to make it like uniform, like uniform dating.
.com.
Yeah.
Are they still advertising that?
I have no idea. Probably.
Okay, well there we go. We have some stone paths. This is a start. However, it did cost a lot of stone to do not very much path. It cost like 1,000 stone to do a tiny bit of path. Still, it's not actually all that bad. Wow, the technology is coming in. By the way, now we've got those science files hooked up. The technology is flowing in. Right, so I can now consider getting a blast furnace, but I also need.
Nice.
I'm gonna need some. Right. God damn. So these things are more complicated. There's a thing called an ore processing machine. Now I'm not sure what that actually is.
Right.
And I'm not sure what strand casting machine is either.
There's a lot of shit that I don't understand in these mod packs, but I'm sure we'll figure it out, right?
Yeah, that's the dream. I'm just gonna get some of this research done. This tier 1 research. So you're gonna see that.
Well, the research, as long as those vials are coming out, it should all be automated now.
Yeah, there we go. So that's military researched. We're gonna get ourselves some. I think we'll get us. What should we get ourselves some? Oh, there's so many things to research at tier 1. We're just gonna get all of them. Electronics assembling machines and everything. All right.
Nice. The hell did I just do here? I've somehow messed this up, or actually have I?
Have you? Have you?
I think somehow I have messed it up. Don't ask me how.
Okay.
Oh, you know what I did? I see what I did. It's like that. It's like that, and that's the way it is.
Let's make a blast furnace, an induction furnace, a casting machine, and a chemical furnace. Now, I'm not sure what any of them do, but I'm going to put them down and try and figure it out.
You're just going to make them.
Well, unfortunately, Sips, I'm not smart really enough to have, learned about this beforehand. I've not paid enough attention previously. So what I've got...
Okay, how's the power situation, though, now? Because I've just brought 2 more boilers online.
So I think you could tell how it is by clicking on an electric network. So click on a thing and it will tell you.
We're good. Lots of electricity, by the way.
The production is doing fine. I think the way this works is that if you... so satisfaction is at max. Do you see what I mean? So that's fine.
Oh, good.
And in the production, we've got about double. We can get about twice as many machines down before we have to worry about anything else.
Okay.
So advanced iron smelting. I think this is what we want to go straight for, right? Advanced iron smelting.
Probably, yeah.
Because then we can get our iron coming in like crazy. And I've built one of each of these things. So let's place them down and have a look. So this is a blast furnace.
Yeah.
It has no recipes. Okay, so that's, I guess, why I need to get advanced iron smelting, is to even give this a recipe. And then we need to have an induction furnace, which again has no recipe.
Jesus, look at these things.
And then
they're
we've got
huge.
What's this? A chemical furnace, which again, no recipe. And a casting machine, again, no recipe. Okay, so once I get advanced iron smelting 1, I reckon I can do a recipe. The recipe, I think, is making molten iron.
Right.
And then probably probably taking iron ore and making iron ingots, then taking the iron ingots and making molten iron, and then pouring the molten iron into something, which then makes it into iron plates. Okay?
Right, okay, yeah.
And I think that that's more efficient. So that will be, I think, 1-to-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that way that works is that one iron ore will make one iron plate, right? Which is way more efficient than what we're currently doing, where I think one crushed iron is making like 4 crushed iron is making one iron plate. Do you know what I mean? It's like really incredibly inefficient currently. So we want to get a more efficient process, which is easy to do. So yeah, this is the smelting side of things. I'm not. Would you like to work on the smelting side of the factory?
I can, yeah. I was just going to put down some more research, and then I was just going to tart up my nice power plant.
Tart it up.
Because I'm Homer Simpson. Yeah, I'm just making it look nicer, you know.
Tart it up.
Tart it up.
Lead. So rubite is where you get the lead from. Bobmonium is where you get
I've been storing that stuff, rubite.
From.
We've been extracting it this whole time, and it's been stored, so we should have a ton if you need it.
Right. Well, we can probably actually make some filter inserters if we're willing to mine some raw rubite and some raw bobmonium and put those through smelteries.
Okay.
Yeah. So much like what we're doing now, just crushing up the bobmonium and the rubyite.
Yeah.
And putting it through the smelteries will make us a great deal of tin and lead, and then we can start using the filter inserters to plan out some sort of crazy factory.
Okay. I like that.
So I think the idea is that what we want multiple ore sorting facilities. Okay, so we want an ore sorting facility for each thing, right?
Right.
So if we have one for each. All right, we just did advanced iron smelting. Cool. So yeah,
nice. We're blasting through this stuff now.
If we have an ore sorting facility for each different type of ore, okay, and then that will then come. So it comes out of the ore sorting facility onto a conveyor belt.
Right.
So it will have filter inserters on the outside, so it will only pull out what we want. Okay, so we'll have So the way I would like it to be set up, okay, is like this. So like this, but then we have it put the iron onto this one, and then the copper onto this one, and then anything else onto this one. Do you see what I'm trying to point out?
Let me come and see, just so that I'm not just pretending that I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
But actually, I see. So you're gonna get so sorry. What are the 3 outputs?
So these are whatever it's being sorted. So for example, this one makes slag, iron, and copper. Okay, so the slag will go onto one.
So you're going to need to have a you're going to need to use the other inserters, the smart inserters.
So
right?
So in order to do this, we're going to have the filter inserters in the first place. And to get the filter inserters, we need tin and lead on the belt, and we need a factory making those. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to just get some crushers, make some tin and lead,
right,
and make some basic circuit boards. And I think we can make them in our inventory. Oh no, we need a little bit of resin. Okay, no, it's okay. A little bit of resin, but that's fine because we can make that out of wood. Okay, no, I think this is fine. Okay, let's get a couple of electric drills. Okay, so if you can make a couple of electric drills and drill up some bobmonium and some rubyite, and put them into crushers, and then get those crushers going into some smelters, into some furnaces.
Okay, sorry, repeat all that.
So electric drills.
Yeah.
Drill the red stuff and the orange stuff.
Yeah.
Put those into crushers.
Right.
These things.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then smelt the stuff that comes out.
Okay.
And just do it roughly down here. And then once we've got enough, we'll have it all going into a massive mega sorting facility, which I will start building. Okay?
Right, okay. That sounds good. Okay, I like that. I like the sound of that a lot.
And it's going to be fucking bananas, Sips.
Shit. Okay, great.
This shit will be bananas. Bananan.
What will this shit be?
Bananas.
Bananan. Nice. Okay, good.